what's a target audience? Like who you trying to appeal to? Because anytime I go to the fucking grocery store, I know whether or not my card gonna be approved or declined. Like, what you trying to say? But go off, girl. Likes and views. Likes and views.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't picked up yet, you are with your favorite cleanup crew. That's right. You are tuning into the Saturday morning cleanup. Yeah. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Ron Jones. I am joined by the world famous DJ Biggs, one half of the world famous IAX and Experience. And you know we are not alone. We are not alone, y'all. You know we got our favorite big cuz with us in the room as well. Our girl, Charlie Ray. What's up, y'all?
Hey, what up, fam? Hey. What up, fam?
Hey, Charlie, you just had a big move too. Like, how you been with that?
Listen. I'm here in Georgia. It's hot. The mosquitoes.
Tell her where you at. Tell her where you at though. In Georgia though. Tell her where you at. You can catch me in up.
I'm in North Atlanta. I'm just gonna say that. Straight out North Atlanta. Hey. Nah, but it's cool. It's just hot. It's hot, and you know, today we had a little thunderstorm that had some hail with it. That was weird. But yeah, so far so good. It's just hot.
Hail in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Hail in Atlanta. That wasn't on my bingo card.
Yeah.
That was not on
my bingo card. It wasn't on mine
either. I'm still tripping. Like you said that, when you just said that, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And that's something ain't right with that.
Yeah.
Definitely first. Well, big shout out to GA, man. Big shout out to you, and you tuning into us, man. And I don't know if y'all, from the top here, I think y'all got a glimpse of what we are kind of getting into a little bit around the topic here today. And as you can see, this is episode 8, and we're going to be getting into a topic around friends and foes. Friends and foes, folks, was what we're going to talk about here today. And you know what? God damn it! I just realized it's episode 9. Damn it!
Right. Damn it! He's been drinking, audience.
We can edit. I've been drinking.
He's been drinking. I've been drinking. I hope you drinking too. Watching this.
Hey man. Well, yeah, nah. It's episode 9, y'all, and we want to talk about friends and foes, man, because it's a lot that's been going on in the world, man, around this topic with friendships. And the first one that's really been going in recently, internet is going crazy on your girl B Simone, dog. And it's a lot. It's a lot with this one. I'm gonna let the videos go ahead and kind of like tell the story a little bit more than we would, because it's just a lot. It's a lot to unpack. So we'll let it take it away. Talk to you on the other side.
Not doing it with me. Yeah. Like, we're not working. This opportunity, and I called you and I told you about it. And you were just like, okay. Mm-hmm. And you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was so convicted. I was so convicted.
You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean?
We went through all the emotions. She's like, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
You do.
How can we do this together? How can we make money together? How can we build together? How can we grow together? How can we all pitch in together?
Look, how can we build together? How can we be together? How can we grow together? Like, good gracious, girl. Oh my goodness. What? Yeah. There's another half to this. There's another half. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the other half of this as well.
Being a best friend with a celebrity, everybody thinks that, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got
it, or they helping you.
Baby, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year.
Jesus.
And then it's like, to not have resentment in my heart towards you, because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed.
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid because whatever I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend somebody who has it, it's hard to digest. They're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right now.
Yo, Charlie.
Jesus.
Dog. Yo.
Nah.
Hey, I have lots of thoughts, man. I'm gonna kick it over to you, Charlie. Get us kicked off here when we just think about what we just saw. Let's just talk about what we just saw. What's your thoughts?
So the first clip of her saying, you know, she felt convicted and had to call her friend back because her friend got an opportunity or what have you that didn't necessarily involve her. So a couple of things. So first off, I like if my friends get an opportunity, I don't care if I'm a part of it or not. Like I'm rooting for you and for your success. And so to say that you didn't feel jealous, but you felt away because you want to work together, I feel like at the end of the day, and she went on to say, you know, I want us to work together and, you know, I want to put you on and this, that, and the third. So again, you turning around and making it about you. Like you want to be head honcho. You want to be the one to put everybody on. You want to be able to be the one with the sauce and like, yo, like I'm that friend. And it's just like, how selfish are you to take away from an opportunity that your friend was granted? You should be celebrating her, not necessarily saying that you feel away because you were not included. It's plenty of shit that I've done that my friends were not a part of, but they still celebrated me. Mm-hmm. Like, know your role. You know what I'm saying? And in the whole that second part of seeing the best friend or the friend saying that she saw her give money to other people, even though she was going through being a single mom and living with her parents and this, that, and the third. Like, I feel like if you are a part of my community, if I got it, you got it. Like, that's no question. It's no question. And people love to talk about, you know, rubbing elbows with certain people and things like that. Now, granted, I do like the fact that she acknowledged that it wasn't necessarily her responsibility, because we do have to go through our own, you know, challenges in life. But if I got a friend that's like here and I'm trying to get here, the fuck you mean you gonna just sit there and watch me fucking struggle? Yeah. When you have the ability to help me out and to give me a leg up. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of B. Simone. I'm not. Just not. I'm not.
Hey, look.
She not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Hey, go for it, Biggs.
Nah, I think Charlie, she kind of hit it on the head, like with a lot of points. And I watched that video and I'm just kind of like taken it back, because it's like, I get you supposed to go through your season, right? Everybody has their seasons. But at the end of the day, if you know somebody, if that's your friend and you call them your friend, because you know it's a difference between an associate and friend. If you call them your friend or a real friend, they should want to, you know what I mean, help you out. Or like, whether it not be monetarily, it could just be like, putting you in a position to where you can make that money. I think that's the biggest thing for me. And for her to kind of say like she was upset about her friend doing something on her own, that's a real hater, man. You got to recognize a hater when you see one. Like, it's the little signs right there. That's a sign that, she's really a hater. Because it's like, what if she gets real big and she eclipses her? You know what I mean? Then she gonna really be hating like, oh, she was broke, blah blah blah. She gonna talk. You gotta watch out for them type of people. That's why I'm like, I don't really rock with B. Simone. And then I don't know, man. I just don't like when people like try to, it's like they have the ability to help you, but they don't even. It's like they don't even acknowledge you. You know what I mean? Or provide any like assistance. Just give me some give me some words. Don't. You see me struggling, right? And you giving money over here to somebody else, but I'm supposed to be your man's, like, or your girl. So I don't know. It's a lot to unpack. I feel like I just don't. The way she carries herself, it's not appealing to someone that's a real genuine. Seems like she doesn't seem real genuine. You know what I mean? I think it's for a lot of clicks and likes, and I don't know. I don't like nothing about her, to be honest. You know, just from what I know. I don't really know her personally, but I just don't like the way she moves out here in the public. So it's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate, and I'll go ahead and I'll take it home here on this one, because I don't want to bash B Simone. I'm not a B Simone fan. Like, I ain't in her fan club or nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
me neither.
I found her to be funny over the years, as far as certain things like Wildin' Out or whatever. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I really don't have like too much skin in the game when it comes to her. What I will say though, in regards to what we saw in that video, to me, I'll come from a different angle, where I will say that it did seem like, from the surface, okay, I did not see the whole interview, didn't get the full context. It did seem like it was a healthy conversation between two friends that were getting certain things out, right?
Yeah.
And it, granted, from the B Simone angle, it would be a little concerning for me as a friend, right?
Yeah.
It would be a little concerning moving forward as far as the red flags that were shown. But shout out to them to be able to have a healthy conversation. I just don't think it should have been public. I feel like it's something that sounded like that should have been more of a one-on-one type of dynamic, because y'all, you're dishing stuff out about each other, and it's not going to be looked at in the right light from other people outside of y'all relationship, which takes me to the evolution of friendships, right? In which we're going to kind of tail in, and we're going to shift gears a little bit, and I want to talk to y'all about evolving those friendships while you're in your current relationships. In our case, we're married. We've been married for, I want to say, up to 20 years between all of us. You know what I mean? Okay, shout out to us, the Saturday morning. Rings unite. You know, but yeah, evolving platonic friendships. I want to frame it there. All right, we're gonna have a lot to talk about around this one here today.
Yes, we do.
Some content around this as well. But think about, oh Jesus, and my B Simone voice. Yeah, we got some songs rolling through at the time of recording here. But yeah, evolving platonic relationships. All right. We got a lot to say around this one. Matter of fact, I'll take it to the clip. Let me take it to the clip first, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
With our relationship. So my best friend of almost 10 years just cut me off like a few weeks ago, because I was told that their girlfriend is not comfortable with our relationship. So he's tired of arguing with her, and he wants peace in his relationship. So he's gonna cut me off. Now, before y'all go getting y'all britches up y'all ass, our friendship has never been nothing but platonic, and he has hundreds of girlfriends, not just one. I'm not even the one he see in person or like in a lot of the pictures at all. It's a lot of them other bitches. But I get it. The thing that just kind of bothered me is when I had my girlfriend and she didn't like you, nigga, I just dealt with the consequences. But when the shoe's on the other foot, you want to cut me off and then tell me you hope it don't affect our relationship. It absolutely will. It absolutely will. What the fuck is up? What the fuck? How was you cool?
Hey, look, that was the funniest part right there, dog. When she said, "It absolutely will."
Yeah, she was out with that man. She was out with him.
She felt that one. That one.
Yo, I have so many thoughts, man. Can I go first? Can I go first?
Go ahead.
One,
go ahead.
All right, look, because there's two ways I want to look at this, y'all. I'll frame this question, right? Because I want to talk about this specific situation, right? From what we are seeing on this video, what we know about their situation, and then I want to talk about it in a broad, general sense of having platonic friendships in your marriage. Okay, I'm gonna talk from two different sides of this. Okay, Now about this particular situation, I guarantee it that her homeboy's girlfriend when she saw that video, she was like, "That's exactly why I don't fuck with that bitch. That's exactly why I don't fuck with her. Because she seemed a little messy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was probably some dynamics between the two that just never meshed. They probably had some, you know, it was probably some shady stuff going on, you know, behind the scenes, as far as like maybe certain information that was withheld. You know what I'm saying? I know in my past, with my relationships, you know what I mean, with my wife and so forth, you know what I mean? Like, I know she don't fuck with certain people because they withheld information from her. You know what I mean? So, and that's understandable. You know, you show that you can't be trusted in that case, right? So, in that particular situation, from that video, it seemed a little warranted. I must say, all right? It's fucked up, though. I do think that in a general sense, when you're thinking about platonic friendships, we all have them, right? Because I mean, you know, it's just. I mean, look at it here. I mean, you know, we're different genders on here right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we definitely have it. But I will say, early on in my relationship, at least with my wife, right, I had a problem with that shit. Like, I had a big problem with that shit. Like, it was actually a situation where she had a friend, right? He was kind of around my age as well. And, you know, he was cool, you know what I mean, when I seen him and stuff like that. And, you know, they would do happy hours and shit like that or whatever. And, you know, she would talk about what he had going on with girls or whatever he had going and stuff. And I had my own situations as well. However, at the time, you know, it was a lot, you know, bad boy. It was a bad boy. It didn't look so, you know, the trust wasn't necessarily all the way there, okay? At least from what I was putting out there, okay? Now, I niggas being niggas, what I did, I want to be petty. You know, I'm petty king, you know? So, you know, after some time goes by, you know, I start getting back in the good graces. I'm like, hey, I don't like that nigga no more. I don't like you hanging with that nigga no more, man.
Okay.
I don't like you hanging with that nigga, man.
So you was eating banana. I don't like that shit, huh?
I don't like that shit, man. You know what I mean? So I let her know, and you know, and respectfully, she cut things off or whatever. But in that particular situation, I was being mostly petty. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it did bother me. However, now we're evolved. Years later, she does have platonic relationships and friendships as well, outside of you know work relationships, things of that sort. Totally cool with it. It's something that we have evolved to, and it takes a lot though. To build up to that point. So that's me. But what about y'all? Let me kick it over to you, Charlie. What you got?
I am a huge advocate for knowing boundaries and setting boundaries. I think that boundaries are important. And one of the things that you mentioned as far as trust, I also think there needs to be mutual respect, and we need to share information, whether it's somebody that, you know, it's a platonic friendship, however that friendship started, because sometimes you can find a friend in somebody that maybe you dated before and it just didn't work out. And so I think that trust, respect, boundaries, but also too, don't negate that inner man, that intuition. So if you see something that ain't right, then we gonna have to talk about it and like what's going on, and you know, you know, and I've been in a relationship where that individual has blatantly told me like, yo, like you can't be friends. I don't want you friends with this person. And it's like that's the homie. Like if I haven't given you a reason to think otherwise, and there has been no other actions that play into that, like where is this coming from? And sometimes it can be an insecurity with your partner or your spouse or whomever. So figuring out too, like, where is this coming from? What's triggering this? And if it's an insecurity, then you need to do what you need to do to make sure that that individual is secure in what y'all have going on. So I think it's different components that go into it. But you know, to each his own. I always say, do what works for you. Do you, boo boo?
Nah, yeah, man. To talk about this situation that we just watched, I think, you know, the girl she seems real messy, real kind of like childish. So I don't know if she really may have respected, you know, my guy's boundaries, like you said, Charlie. So I think that's kind of what I gathered from that video. Is just like, I don't know, she just seems there's something there that she ain't really saying, you know what I mean, or their friendship, you know what I mean, because you know it's always three sides to the story, right? So I just feel like, you know, as far as like relationships, when, you know, as far as setting those expectations, like if you do have like a platonic friendship, I know personally for myself, my wife, she does have you know, a platonic relationship with a male, and she kind of, those are some of the things that we kind of asked each other in the beginning process when we were kind of getting to know each other, like who's your friend, like what's your friend group, just learning about her and just seeing who she hung out with. And I realized, I was like, okay, I actually observed, you know what I mean, the dynamic. And once I actually kind of observed, I was like, and I felt more comfortable. I felt more secure within myself because I was doing a lot of things to work on myself as well, to where I trust my wife. If she tells me what it is, I wholeheartedly believe and trust my wife. And then if she tells me this is what it is, and I observe the dynamic, and I'm like, okay, I feel comfortable. I have no, at that point, I'm not asking any questions. I'm not questioning anything. I'm not, you know, as long as it's, like I said, respect, you know, with that individual towards me, then I'm totally fine. If there's disrespect, then that's when it's a situation where I'm like, yo, you know, we got to have a conversation. You know what I mean? But I feel like respect is going to be like the first thing for me. Is like, I respect your relationship as long as you respect me as your partner. You know what I mean? So I deal with it. I have no problem with it. Honestly, I have no issue, no concern. So yeah, that's my take.
All right, hot takes, hot cakes. I don't know why I just thought about that. I just think about pancakes all of a sudden. Anyway, moving on. So let's go ahead and let's piggyback. Let's kind of piggyback a little bit around this topic a little bit more here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna actually shift gears, and we're gonna kick it over to our favorite big cuz, our girl Charlie Ray, who has her segment, Ask Big Cuz, and she got a question as well that I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about as well. So over to you, Charlie Ray. What you got?
All right. Appreciate you. Good folks. It's your big cuz Charlie Ray. As you know, it's our Ask Big Cuz segment. Please make sure if you have any questions, comments, things of that nature, that you hit us up on all platforms under Saturday Morning Cleanup Crew. So email SaturdayMorningCleanupCrew@gmail.com. And you can also hit us up on all of our social media handles, which are the Saturday Morning Cleanup Crew, Instagram, TikTok. We got our playlist listed under IAX for titles. So y'all make sure y'all check us out. All right. So in the vein of what we are talking about with platonic friendships, relationship, while you're in relationships, things of that nature. So the question that is coming to you all today is it disrespectful to have friends of the opposite sex while in a relationship? And in a relationship can include a monogamous, you know, mutually exclusive, or that could also include your marriage. So I'm gonna kick it over to D Biggs because I'm curious to know, do you feel that it's disrespectful to have those friendships or friends of the opposite sex while you're in a relationship?
So look, as I don't think I think it's, there's got to be a understanding, right? If that person already was in that person's life from like earlier years, and they kind of introduced them to you, and you're kind of coming new into that dynamic, and there's respect, and you guys have a conversation together about, hey, this is my friend, it's not like that, blah blah blah. Now, if you married and you introducing new friends that ain't been like day ones, like hold the fuck on, dog.
No
Oh,
new friends.
stop it.
No new friends.
Stop.
No new.
Right.
No new friends.
Like, hey, my wife talk about something. If you bring some girl to that's not your old friend, like, nah, dog, we ain't doing that. So, we ain't doing no new friends of the opposite sex. But if you got an old day one that y'all done been through it, y'all really are real friends, and you have respect for that person's partner. You ain't calling at any time in the hour. You ain't having them, putting them in a terrible situation. You're respectful of their family, what they got going on. Then I'm cool with that. As long as it is respect towards the partner, we good. When you start teetering, crossing that line of disrespect, we ain't good no more, dog. I mean, it is what it is. So that's my take, baby. What y'all got?
I mean, I'm a piggyback, and yeah, I agree with you as well. It's not disrespectful as long as there's respect. And overall, I think that the most important piece to this entire dynamic is you. Right, meaning like me or whoever. Like, okay, like in the case of you and your wife, Biggs, it's important for her, to navigate that, right? Make sure that he know what it is, that that it ain't what it is. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that clarity, it comes from the individual, from the common denominator in the dynamic. That's my take on it. It's not disrespectful as long as that respect is established, and you are the person that needs to establish it.
Exactly.
All right.
Once you cross them lines, it gets a little blurry,
Look, especially if it's a homeboy or a home girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, lines.
Right.
Yeah. So and I agree with you both, and I think too that the onus of that does lie on the person who has the friend of the opposite sex, to make sure that your actions and things like that align without compromising the friendship and the relationship that you have in whatever capacity that is. Being open and honest, communicating, hey, this is my friend. This is what the dynamic of our relationship looks like. We kiki on the phone or, what have you. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all know I have a wife. And sometimes, even we could talk about, friends of the opposite sex, but sometimes it be them friends of the same sex too, be trying to, so I gotta know what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think at the end of the day, it takes both parties being open and honest, having that transparent communication. And some people just don't vibe with it. And if not, then y'all need to come to some type of healthy medium. As far as what that looks like for you both moving forward, if you choose to move forward together. So I appreciate y'all so much for humoring us and answering and giving us your perspective on our Ask Big Cuz segment. And as y'all know, again, y'all can hit us up on all social media platforms at the Saturday Morning Cleanup Crew. Our email is listed below at SaturdayMorningCleanupCrew@gmail.com. Put in the subject line, #AskBigCuz, and we will get your questions and situations on the show, and we'll give you real-time thoughts and advice on how we see it. All right, so we appreciate y'all. Love y'all much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Charlie Ray. And y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know after we kick it over to the Big Cuz, man, we gonna kick it over to our boy DJ Biggs, and what he gonna do? He gonna take our Saturday morning mix. He gonna make some fire. That's right. Yes.
We giving y'all horns.
Look, real horns. Matter of fact, look, hold up, y'all. We got some logistics in here. We got some logistics. Look, check it out. Look, we got logistics. Right? You know what I mean? But on the realness though, y'all know what time it is, man. It's one of our favorite segments here that we love to get into here, which is the Saturday morning mix. And we're talking friends and foes, and we're gonna stay in that realm here around this topic, right? And let's go ahead and let's make a friend and foes mix, right? Or songs that make us think about friendships. So let's kick it over to you, Charlie Ray. Get us kicked off here. What's your first one? We're going
Ooh.
3 for 3.
I didn't want to put this one first, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it and get it out there because I do have some thoughts around this too, but we can talk about it another time. But I'm gonna hit y'all up. The first joint is gonna be City Girls. Take Your Man.
Ooh, okay.
I know they be talking about scamming and stuff, but friendships.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. I like it. Good kickoff there. What about you, Biggs?
I just went with. I think I'm gonna go with Lil Baby. That's my dog. That's one of them ones.
Like
that's my dog. Hey.
No, on fire. They like I'm so old.
Yeah.
No, that's a great one. That's a great one to get kicked off with. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep it simple, man. Friends. I'm going Friends.
How many of us have
Beyonce.
them?
Hey, wait, look.
Oh, what? You gotta tell which friends.
Okay.
Which friends?
Go there too. Matter of fact, let's go Houdini Friends, man. Let's go Houdini Friends, man. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Yeah, but I'll do Friends for my first one there. What's your next one, Charlie?
My next one, I'm gonna go TLC. What about your friends?
What about your friends?
Are they gonna let you down? Yeah.
Look, you've been in Atlanta a little too long already. Look,
right.
Look.
Not that long.
Look, man, shout out to TLC, man, the Queens, man. What's your next one, Biggs?
I'm gonna go Young Thug, Best Friend. I gotta go Young Thug.
Oh, I love it. Well, I kind of gave away one of mine, so I'm gonna go with Friends, the other version, the Carter's version, with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Modern day classic, in my opinion. I love that track. So that's my second one. So take it home for us, Charlie. What's your last one?
I have been watching Power lately. So I'm gonna have to kick it over to my guy 50 Cent, Best Friend.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a good one.
Rewatching Power, yeah.
That's a
50
good one.
Cent, he got it.
I love that.
You're
rewatching
Power?
Yeah. On Stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Salute to you.
Bad, Biggs. I cut you off, bro.
No, I was gonna say salute to her for rewatching it, because that's a long ass series.
we on season 4. No, 5. I'm sorry, 5. We're on season 5.
Oh, y'all making some progress. Okay. All right.
Don't play no games around here.
So I'm gonna go with my last one is Down for Your Niggas, Master P, and the No Limit. Fuck them other niggas, because I'm down for my niggas. Right for my niggas. Hey. Excuse me, guys. I didn't mean to say all that.
Well, you about to have me goddamn break my neck trying to talk or something, boy.
Hey, back in the day, there was a lot of fights off that song, boy. Golly.
Oh.
What?
Rep your set.
It's the Negro spiritual in a sense, right? When you think it's in that category, because when you hear that dun 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 dun, like it does get you in that mode. But like you said, it's been a lot of people that probably have died from that song, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, and that's actually gonna take me into my last one. which is
That's a crazy segue. Crazy segue.
crazy segue. But shout out to the Notorious B.I.G. Boy Big Brooklyn. I'm gonna go with West Beef.
Yeah, that now, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh my goodness, we gonna have a ball with that one.
That's one of my faves, man. But anyway, y'all know where y'all can find all of our playlists at. Y'all can find them on Tidal. Just search IAX. You can find all of our SMC mixes on there, and you'll find this one as well. And then Saturday morning, our boy Biggs, he gonna make sure that he had that mix out there for you as well. You can find those on YouTube as well as on our site as well, which is the www.itsiax.com. That is iAX.com. And folks, we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all so much, man, tuning in with us here for yet another go around for the Saturday morning cleanup for our girl Charlie Ray. My boy DJ Biggs. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we'll see y'all next time, man. Later.
All right.
Yo, I got a question. On that mix, can we get Lil Jon and the East Side Boys? Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Get crunk. Who you with?